The government has put in place security measures to ensure the security of women aspirants in the entire country. Speaking at a conference on participation of women in politics, Cabinet Secretary Interior Joseph Nkaissery has urged women to be courageous and tough to fight it out with their male counterparts. We're now joined by Leilla Mohammed live from the Intercontinental. Leilla, what is this all about?
Well, Trevor, like Phoebe Asio, one of the pioneer women in politics in this country, has just said to the many women who have attended this conference that when you join politics, it is a lonely and cold road ahead. But she has urged them to be very courageous and asked them not to fear any form of intimidation from their male counterparts, as they want to get and ensure that their dreams actually come true. So today we are actually joined by a power couple. This afternoon on my right is Emilio Odhiambo, a member of parliament. How are you today?
I'm very good and happy about the conference. Yes.
Thank you so much. And on my left, we have Susan Kihika, one of the pioneer women who hopefully might be elected as the first senator woman in the country. How are you feeling this day?
Very well, and I'm glad to be here and glad to be participating in the Women's Conference.
So, first and foremost, what has been your biggest challenge in terms of being a woman in politics, especially now in the run-up to the general election?
Usually for us women, what the men use the best is violence. It is propaganda and attacking our sexuality. I wish they would do away with that so that we fight on issues, not on issues of propaganda, not on issues of where you are married, where you are not married, on whether who you are sleeping with or not sleeping with. I think we need to talk about health, about the state of roads, about issues that affect the country. But the men don't allow us to do that. But we are equal to the task. If they want to go that direction, we will meet them head on. But having met them, then we'll deal with the issues that are of concern to us, as countries, and us, as women leaders.
Susan, what has been your biggest challenge going into this campaign?
I think, just as Millie said, one of the greatest issues that we have is the intimidation. So it doesn't matter what side of political divides any of us is. As women, we seem to have the same issues across the country, and that's intimidation, harassment, a lot of negative propaganda, and a lot of it being very, very sexist. You get where when it comes to women, the issues raised are more to do with family, with sexuality, basically, instead of really when they have the male counterparts, it's more issues on development, the roads, the water, and all that sort of stuff. So we want to get to a point where the playing field is a little bit more fair, where even as women we fight harder so that our issues and the issues of the country and for the people of Kenya are heard, and not just what we are wearing that day and that sort of silly issues and propaganda.
Honorable Millie, the General Nkaissery has put it to you women that when men fight, you should fight harder. How tough is it for a woman, not only someone who has been in the industry before, but someone who wants to join politics now?
What I would want to encourage CS Nkaissery is the apparatus we can fight with is only state machinery. As women, we cannot, even biologically. If I wanted to fight a man, I can't do it physically. They'll beat me. I might fight them intellectually, but not physically. So the state's machinery must help us. Where there are women, we are encouraging the government to put more security. Because, for instance, this primaries, I lost my bodyguard. My house was razed to the ground because Mbita police station was overwhelmed. They didn't have enough police to secure me and my people, and the men get away with doing all manner of things because they know as women we do not want violence and we refuse to be involved in violence. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Susan, have you ever in your campaigns encountered a situation where you have had to fight for your life literally in terms of going through the campaign with your competitors?
Yeah, I think it's happened to a lot of us, and it's especially also happened to me, where you find that sometimes when they know that you're maybe steps ahead, you want to be intimidated by the use of goons, actually, who want to shut down your campaign, who want to make sure that your message does not get out. And sometimes you happen to find them on the roadside waiting on you because they know you're going for that meeting, or, just general violence that's directed at us women candidates. So I also agree that the government should help by doing a little more when it comes to the women candidates, because we do know it's a serious issue. It's an issue that's across the country. So they should be providing more security for women candidates so that we are able to compete fairly in the elections without being brought down by the violence and the physical violence as well.
Thank you very much, Trevor. We have been speaking to Susan Kihika, the lady who wants to battle it out for the senatorial seat in Nakuru County, as well as Millie Odhiambo, the current Mbita MP, and as well, she's also vying for the same political seat. Both women, both very big personalities who are engaging in politics with their male colleagues, and they say that they will be in a position to fight it out for positions of power, as they have been urged on by various leaders here. Wafula Chebukati, the chairman of the IEBC, being very categorical and saying that he would like more women participation in terms of having them come to his office to discuss key issues, as well as Cicely Kariuki, the cabinet secretary for gender, also urging women, despite their political divide, to come out in their numbers to ensure that they get that all-important affirmative action now that the two-third gender bill having failed in politics. Back to you in studio, Trevor.
Leila, that's Leilla Mohammed speaking to us.